Hello everyone, and welcome to the first out of 2 opening reviews for Behind the Grooves Season 5, where I, Josh DeZern, the Vinyl Kid of Florida, will take you to the other side of the record behind the grooves. So on this day 45 years ago in 1972, progressive rock changed forever. A relatively new group called Yes released unarguably one of the most recognizable prog albums of all time, Close to the Edge. This album was the last one to feature their original drummer Bill Bruford, who left shortly thereafter to play with King Crimson for a little while. He was the one that even came up with the title of Close to the Edge because that's where he felt the band was at the time. Well, not through the members, but financially and with their touring and such. Now, here's the bizarre part about this record, okay? There are only 3 tracks on it. All of them were, as I describe, epics. Well, 2 of the 3 were epics. One was just sort of a longer song, but not quite an epic. So, the cover, firstly, before I get into all that, the cover is very generic. It's got the famous Roger Dean font and the famous Yes logo that we all know and love. This was the first time that this logo was ever used for Yes. You can see something similar on it on the Fragile cover, the cover to their previous album, Fragile. Something similar to it. But this specific logo, we've never seen this before, and it will be used far and wide as time goes on. On the back here, there are photographs of the individual members doing their thing, and who does what. On the vocals, John Anderson. On the drums, Bill Bruford. On the guitars and vocals, Steve Howe. On the bass and vocals, the late Chris Squire. And on the keyboards, Rick Wakeman. So here we go into the track listing, and then I'm going to give you a little info on their times. Side A has Close to the Edge, and that's it. Side B has And You and I, which is divided into 4 parts, and also Siberian Katru. I hope I said that right. Siberian Katru. Now, about all these tracks, let me tell you a little bit about their time, okay? You may have noticed that Side A only has 1 track, Close to the Edge. That one is the longest epic on the album, which totals up to 18 minutes and 12 seconds in its entirety. So, we don't even have a whole 20 minutes for Side A. Side B, on the other hand, has And You and I, which totals up to 10 minutes and 8 seconds. And the last track, Siberian Katru, is a standalone without any parts being divided into, and it totals up to about 8 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, the tour for this album did not involve Bruford because he already left. But on the drums, there was Alan White, who currently drums for Yes and would continue to drum for Yes as time went on. He did it in the pop rock era with Trevor Rabin, and he still does it today with Steve Howe. So this record was, needless to say, immensely well received by the critics and was certified platinum in the United States a little later on. And it, along with its predecessor, Fragile, is one of prog rock's most recognizable albums, though nothing beats The Dark Side of the Moon. Actually, I'm joking. This is, I think, Close to the Edge is my favorite prog record of all time, next to Fragile, and then Dark Side. Now I'm going to open this baby up and show you its gatefold. It's got some really nice Roger Dean art in here. And here comes everything else out of here. I'm just going to say now, I'm not sure if there are inserts in here, because this is an original pressing, or a very, very early pressing. But this is the closest I have to an insert. This is the original inner sleeve, with all the lyrics on one side. Oh, actually the first side is just the lyrics to Close to the Edge. And then Siberian Katru and Then You and I are on the other side of the lyrics. So now I'm going to show you the label. This is your side A. And here's your side B. And that's really about it for Close to the Edge. If you've never taken a listen to this record, or Yes in general, I highly recommend that you do. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching this record review. It means the world to me that you take a few minutes out of your day to watch a guy like me review such an amazing landmark record such as this. As always, please subscribe for more Behind the Grooves. We are coming out with some new reviews within the next week or so, so be excited. This is Josh DeZern, the Vinyl Kid of Florida, signing out with peace and love, and an original pressing of Close to the Edge by Yes, one of the most recognizable prog records of all time. Rock on, my friends, and stay groovy.